Well, anyway, hi, ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boo Bob 1987. This is my review for today. And today, I have no review, ladies and dudes. But for today's list, ladies and dudes, I'm gonna do another top 6 list that nobody has never done before. And why a top 6 list, you might ask? About the number 6 is Benjamin Williams' most favorite number. He just loves number 6 for a very important reason. Because of his 6 most important people of his life. Well, if you see my previous video for 2016, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yep, I gotta do another top 6 list again. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what is the top 6 list of the day? Remember what I did in my own hands? I want to do a movie list that featured a big lip alligator moment. Something that happened one time and one time only, and you've never seen it again for the rest of the whole entire film in a movie. You know, a scene that came from in the film. So yeah, for my top 6 list of the day is the top 6 most biggest lip alligator moments that I have ever seen in a movie. And I don't know why Watch Mojo or Miss Watch Mojo or whichever Mojo channel it'll be, why they never made a top 10 list that featured a big lip alligator moment. That happened in only one shot of the scene of the movie, and you've never seen it again for the whole entire movie. Something that'll be way too hard for me to explain. So, I'm gonna go ahead and share you all about what type of scenes that I found that featured in a big lip alligator moment. Something that you did see once, but you never seen it again for the whole entire film. So, let's get this whole thing started. And yes, ladies and dudes, I do have a couple of honorable mentions for some other big lip alligator moments that did not make it to the list. Like in Dragon Ball Super Broly, you could see Goku and Vegeta wearing winter clothing. Yeah, they have to go somewhere in the winter. And they gotta wear winter coats and winter gloves and all that stuff. But once they take it off, you never see them again. Or what about a part in Love Actually when Daniel had a toothpick in his mouth? And that was the only time you see Liam Neeson having a toothpick in his mouth in a film. And also from Roadhouse, there's a guy who is driving his car in a really crazy way and doing the back and forth in the road. You see that one time only, and you never saw it again. So, those are my honorable mentions for some other big lip alligator moments that did not make it to the list. And now let's head on to my top 6 choices. Which one of these big lip alligator moments I found in the film that made it to the list? So here we go. Coming at number 6 is Tom Carter's bare feet in Honest Thief. Now here's a big lip alligator moment that we never seen again for the rest of the film, is seeing Tom Carter having no shoes and socks on in a hotel room. Yeah, you could only see his bare feet for only 2 or 3 seconds in the film. And sadly, you've never seen it again. It just took place, you know, at the hotel where Anna's feeling a lot better. She could walk again, and Tom has to get ready to take care of that bad guy once and for all. And Ed wants to be there to, support him all the way. And you could just see his bare feet for just a couple of seconds, and that was pretty much it. If you've seen Honest Thief, you'll know what I'm talking about. So that's why it deserves to be at number 6. Coming at number 5 is Kagero's Rose Petal Technique in Ninja Scroll. Yeah, I love Ninja Scroll. It's such a good anime movie to watch, but sadly it does have a few flaws. But I did remember one big lip alligator moment that she did in the movie is a rose petal technique that came from in the sleeve of her arms. She just released it so she could cover herself from those deadly wasps, since those wasps has those poison stings and all that stuff. And yeah, she did kill a few of them here and there, but they just came by out of nowhere, just surrounding her, and if they can find a way to sting her to death. But yeah, she only used it to protect herself, and sadly she never released that technique ever again for the rest of the film. That's a sad shame, don't you think? I think that was amazing that she has a really cool technique where she could release rose petals in the sleeve of her arms. That was really darn cool. But sadly, it was never mentioned ever again for the rest of the movie. Sadly to say. So it deserves to be at number 5. Coming at number 4 goes to Olaf wearing human clothes in Frozen 2. Does anybody remember the part at the end of the movie about the coronation day where Anna finally became the Queen of Arendelle? And all of her friends are going to suit up for that important day? There was a moment in that movie where you see Olaf wearing human clothes. And he looks not that bad wearing human clothes. But sadly, you could see it in a couple of seconds, and he decided to take it off. I think he decided to stay as a naked snowman for the rest of his life. Maybe wearing human clothes is not his cup of tea at all. Weird thing to say. Seeing a snowman wearing human clothes only for a couple of seconds of the movie, and we never see it again. So that's why it has to be at the number 4 spot. And coming at number 3, Nanny McPhee is wearing an army gown in Nanny McPhee Returns. Well, if you pay attention to Nanny McPhee, she never wore any other clothes. She wears the same clothes over and over and over and over and over and over again, over 9,000. The black dress that she always wore. But I did remember in the movie she did wear a different type of clothing. She wore some type of army's gown, and she was talking to that British soldier who's trying to guard the door or something. I forgot what it was. I haven't seen Nanny McPhee Returns for quite a while, but I did remember this big live alligator moment that you did see only one time and one time only, and you never seen it again. Yeah, she just wore it for just like a minute or so, and she decided to change back to the clothing that she always wore. So pay attention to that big live alligator moment, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And it deserves to be at number 3. Coming at number 2 goes to John Wick killing a bad guy in a swimming pool in John Wick Chapter 3. I'm not so sure if John Wick ever killed a bad guy in a swimming pool in 1 or 2, and since I haven't seen any, I only saw a little bit of both of those movies on TV, but I haven't watched the whole thing to tell you the truth. I'm not sure if there was a swimming pool scene in 1 or 2, if he killed a bad guy in there, but I think I'd rather remember it in Chapter 3. And to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, pay attention to this scene of the movie where John Wick is going to kill a bad guy in a swimming pool. It all happened in one shot of the movie, and one shot only, without doing the edited thing here and there. It just happened in one single shot. Where you see John Wick going underwater and he's trying to use the gun to kill a bad guy in his head, and he did it 4 frickin' times. 4 times underwater shooting a bad guy in a swimming pool, and you'll see some blood that's coming up in the air. Well, you get the picture. But I'm sure he did it one time only, and he never did it again. So I had to put that moment at number 2. And finally, we're on number 1. What is the most biggest lip alligator moment that ever happened in movie history? Well, not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 frickin' times. There was 4 big lip alligator moments that I found in one cool epic character that I truly love from both of the Spider-Man films. So yep, number 1, Dr. Octopus became the king of big lip alligator moments in Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man No Way Home. This guy has 4 big lip alligator moments that he ever done for both of these Spider-Man films. I'll have to make it short and quick about what type of big lip alligator moments that he did for 2 films in a Spider-Man movie. There was one time he wore a hat in the bank scene, but you never seen that again. There was a moment where his machines were trying to make that big machine of theirs, and you see him smoking a cigar. You never see that moment again. Or the big lip alligator moment that came from in No Way Home, where he talked to Aunt May, just in case if he was thirsty, drinking fresh water. And yeah, Aunt May did flirt with him. That was never mentioned again. And also, a weirdest big lip alligator moment where he reunited with Tobey Maguire. There was a part where everybody said that he did break the 4th wall. When he said, "You're all grown up." He was thinking he wasn't just talking about Tobey Maguire. He was talking to us. He was talking to every single one of us who did see us all grown up and we became adults and all that stuff. Weird thing to say, don't you think? So like I said, Dr. Octopus became the king of the big lip alligator moment. Deserves to be the number 1 most biggest lip alligator moment I have ever found in movie history. Enough said. And those were my top 6 big lip alligator moments that I ever found in movie history. And tell me, ladies and dudes, what is the biggest big lip alligator moment that you have ever found that came from in your favorite films? Well, whichever it is, leave a comment there and let me know. And I promise to all of you, I will do my top 5 most least favorite moments in an MCU films. Whenever I can get there, and I need to find the rightful sentence that I want to say about my least favorite moments that came from the MCU films. I promise I will do that very, very soon. Whenever I can get there. So be patient on that one, ladies and dudes. Please be patient. So be happy I did a list today. And I'll be back for another video to come in the main future. So, I'll see you all later, and sayonara.